So this is your girl, Ayuma of Ayuma Mental Spa. And people are wondering, who am I? What do I do? And how did I venture into mental health? So today we're going to have a Q&A session with me. Okay. So someone asked, are you a psychologist by profession or are you just passionate about mental health? I'll say both. I'm a practicing medical psychologist. Currently, I'm in the arid and semi-arid area. I won't be specific. I'm employed by the government of Kenya, so I'm a clinical psychologist. But my profession, I studied medical psychology. Medical psychology currently is the only science degree in Kenya. Science psychology degree in Kenya. And at first, I wasn't passionate about it because at first, when I completed my high school, I was called to do food operations and management at a university called Chepkoilel University. Now it's called University of Eldoret, I guess. So I did an inter-university transfer to my university, but specifically, I wanted to do something with maths. I'm so passionate about calculations. So I ended up not getting the course I wanted because I wanted statistics. But I was convinced that there was an opening, there was a class that was not full that time, and that was medical psychology at that time. It was a new course in the university, Moi University. So I opted for it, and with time, I got to be passionate about it, and I realized that there's so much that I didn't know about myself. And up to now, I'm still passionate about mental health and psychology in general. Someone asked, for how long have I been in practice? How will I put it? In practice in terms of employment or in terms of, I don't know how to put it now. I would say that I've been in my studies for like 4 years. I went for my internship for 1 year. Luckily, I got a job at some hospital that time. I would say that was in 2017, November. So I've been in practice for over I'm turning 5 years this November. And it's been a journey. It has its own ups and downs because, as you all know, is that the knowledge that you acquire while you are in class or in school cannot be really put into practice like 100% when you get to the field. So there's that gap between knowledge and practice, and most especially in Kenya, whereby our study in psychology is based on research and evidences that were done in the European countries and more so in the US. And then when you come to like customize it to the Kenyan culture, you find that there is usually a gap, and you need to do some more of your own analysis and do a bit of anthropology so as to see how you merge and be able to give the best practice to your clients. For me, I would say I like interacting with people and getting to know their different culture, their diversity, and also it also helps me to understand the socio-cultural issues and challenges affecting different communities. Because Kenya is not like a one community thing. We have different communities with different cultures, and therefore, when you move from practicing from a different culture going to another one, it will be a challenge for you when you start giving some coping mechanisms which may not be applicable to certain communities. Well, it's been a journey, I will say so. There's a question here that what will you recommend beginners, first years who are still not decided on what to do with psychology? I would say take your time first. It kind of be hard because you may get pressure from your parents that they want you to do a course that later you won't tarmac. But I would say that look at your personality. if you are a person who is willing to learn and give out to the community, then I feel like you are in a safe space. And people do make mistakes, and I would say, for me, not knowing what to do after not getting the statistics class, in my second year, I knew I was in the right place, because psychology cuts across all aspects of our lives, be it economics, social, political, language, journalism. It cuts across, because it's a matter of you understanding someone's mind, what makes them think the way they think, and how they think when they think, and how they act when they act, and how appropriate is it in the community. So it's not a must that when you complete doing psychology, you must get a job with the government, or you have to work in a hospital. No. People work even in schools, they teach, people work in sports, like sports psychologists, people work in the forensic, in law as forensic psychology, and it just broadens your mind on how to think analytically and be able to like dissect issues in a manner that to understand what happened, why it happened, when it happened, and also the probability of such a behavior pattern being repeated not only now and in the future. So I'll still continue answering these questions as they come, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and bye.